Welcome back to the Running Report, where we give you running news produced for and by the culture. And on this episode, we're going to take a little more look into the high school championship season of Foot Locker and NXN. And then we're going to move over to the most prestigious award in college track and field, and that is the Bowerman Championship Award, and go over the winners on the male and female side. Then on our third topic, we're going to talk about the biggest moment from this decade in track and field, and where Let's Run and World Athletics decided that for us. Then last but not least, we're going to have our bailout question, which is a question straight from y'all. So make sure you stick to the end to see if your question was featured on this month of the Running Report. And with all that, bro, let's just get right into it. The month of December was crazy for running, and I'm so excited for 2020 as it's the year of the Olympics. And let's go. Now, with 4 questions, 4 topics, and 4 laps to go, let's jump right into it with high school cross-country championship season. Where in the first 2 weeks, we always have the big meets of Nike Cross Nationals. And then right after that, we have Foot Locker Cross Country Nationals. And just like all the other years, it was not a disappointment at all. Both amazing races on the boys and girls sides at both meets. And if you want full recaps on that, go ahead and click this tab right up here, or check down in the description below for more and a full video on that recap. But really right here, we want to talk about the commitments of one of the two biggest athletes and cross-country athletes that we've seen in the past couple years. And first off, that was Nico committing to Northern Arizona University to join the Lumberjacks. Now this is such a big commitment for the Lumberjacks, as they just lost to BYU after winning 3 back-to-back NCAA championships, and this can definitely be the turning point and really just the prolonging of their dynasty down the road. Now I really felt like without Nico, they could still prolong this, but I think even with Nico, this can just really just make things even better and amplify everything. Then moving on from that, with probably the most electrifying girl that we've ever seen in high school cross country, and that is Katelyn Tuohy, who just finished her 3-peat of NXN championship victories. She commits to NC State to join probably one of the greatest classes that we have ever seen, recruiting classes to NC State, or just the entire NCAAs. And with more on that, on our great recruiting class, we sat down with Daniel Ozan to really ask the question if Katelyn Tuohy is the top recruit coming into the class of 2020, and just what is she going to do going on to the future at NCAAs. Now we're joined with Daniel Joshua. He's a UCSB track and field alumni, the Mount Sac cross country coach, and he's also a big involvement on the Foot Locker West region side for the boys team. He's basically all over the place. He does it all. Daniel, how are you doing today, man? How are you good?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. But we came here today to really talk about track and field, and that is onto the high school scene. And one thing in particular that you made me aware of when I went to the Foot Locker Cross Country Championships was watch out for Zofia Dudek. You made me really realize how good she can be. But the real question had to be from that is that Runner Space ranked her at 1A for the 2019 season versus Katelyn Tuohy being 1B. What I want to ask you, is Tuohy still that top recruit in the class of 2020 that we saw and we thought she was going to be 2 years ago when she first won NXN, and that previous year, and even after third year winning NXN, even with these Runner Space rankings saying that she's pretty much number 2 even though she's 1B?
So I think that she is the top recruit coming out of this 2020 class.
Yeah.
I think in the long run, I think that Dudek is going to have the better career collegiately.
At Stanford University, correct?
Yeah. I think that 2019 Tuohy is not the same as 2018, 2017 Tuohy that we've seen. I definitely think that Dudek has improved a lot from last year to this year. I mean, she went from not even making it last year to winning a national title. And that says a lot. I think she's tough. I think she's gritty. Whenever she races, she's aggressive. She's smart. Watching her race at Foot Locker, which is the first time I've officially seen her race, she ran that race perfectly. She ran it smart. She ran it tough. You know, she had some tough battles the week before at under 20s, and she ran really, really well. So I definitely think that she has the upside compared to Tuohy, but I think in the first year or so, I think Tuohy's going to have a better start to her collegiate career, but I definitely think Dudek is going to have the stronger career overall.
If you want to watch the full sit down, click the tab right up here to watch it on Running Report 2. On 3 laps to go, let's talk about the most prestigious award in college track and field, and that is the Bowerman Award. It's pretty much equivalent to the Heisman in college football, and we have one on the female and male side. Now on the female side, we had Sha'Carri Richardson pretty much walk away with the award. I feel like I have to say so myself. She ran a 10.75 only as a freshman, and she's moving on to be pro now and has hopes to go into the 2020 Olympics. She's definitely a great athlete, and congratulations to her. I feel like this is definitely could be your year and be on that Olympic team and really have an impact for USA. Moving on to the male side, the winner was Grant Holloway. Superman is in the building, bruh. Flamingo, go Gators. This man went off this season in the collegiate ranks, and not only just in the collegiate ranks, he went on to win a world championship when a lot of people doubted him. But I feel like the thing that really just sets Grant Holloway apart from a lot of these other athletes is the way that he carries himself and how humble he is and just how appreciative he is of everything. And in his statement of his award, he pretty much said that the number 1 reason he was able to reach these heights and get to these levels was because of Daniel Roberts from Kentucky. Daniel Roberts was with him the entire time, race after race after race, challenging him every single race from SECs to NCAAs. Daniel Roberts also broke the collegiate record 2 different times. It was because of Grant Holloway being in front of him that he wasn't able to have that sort of title next to his name. I think it's going to be very exciting for these two as they compete to go to the Olympics this year, and I'm just really excited for these young guns and how they can do. But one thing I have to say about the potential of both of these athletes, and Sha'Carri Richardson and Grant Holloway, I think that Grant Holloway has potential to be one of the greatest athletes to put on a USA singlet. Now I'm not just saying that to get everybody's like trousers in a truffle or whatever people say, you know. I'm saying this because I really believe that this dude can really do it all. Like, he has the potential to go out there and really be a real factor in the long jump. He can get you a fast time in the 4x1. If you need him to run someone down the 4x4, hey, give it to Grant Holloway, he'll do it. And the 110 hurdles, he'll practically could go down as one of the greatest runners to ever do that if he keeps this momentum. And definitely he can go out and win the Olympics this year. Like, it's definitely going to be crazy for this man, Grant Holloway, and just brought all the prayers up to you. And even Sha'Carri Richardson, and Daniel Roberts as well, even though he wasn't nominated for a Bowerman Award, I think he's just as good and has just as much potential as Grant Holloway. But Holloway could be the greatest. I'm just saying that right now, and if he turns out to be, hey, you heard it here first on the Running Report. Now with 2 laps to go, let's talk about the biggest moment of the decade, the biggest moment of the 2010s, bruh. There were a lot of great moments, but Let's Run and World Athletics really narrowed it down for us. And the winner of that came out to be, drum roll, came up to be Rhodesia at the London Olympics, breaking the 800-meter world record in a 1:40.98. That was absolutely amazing. I remember where I was at when I first seen that race, and being an 800 runner as myself, running 1:40 is practically just not human, bro. 48, who's doing that? No one. No one's running that, bro. Now we all know that Rhodesia moment is going to go down in history and really just the greatest moment of this decade. But to be honest, like, I feel like there's other stuff that need to be in the consideration in this bracket. Like, yeah, we had Kipchoge in Berlin, and we had like Farah at the London Olympics, all this type of stuff. I really feel like there's other things that just didn't make the cut that should have been in there. Like when Usain Bolt's career almost got ended by this manless Segway.
Yeah, it wasn't the guy with the Segway. It was the Segway.
Like, come on, what are you doing? You got one job and you really trying to end the greatest track and field athlete's career? Like, come on. Then back to the 2019 World Championships, where we saw China do probably one of the worst relay handoffs I've ever seen. And like, I've seen it all. I've never seen this though.
Real head-to-head between
Then also, we can't forget about the dancing Australian 100-meter hurdler. That really just made hurdling all of our favorite event for a little bit. Like, don't lie, you know. And also, we can't forget about earlier this year when Max Kellerman became on the track and field most wanted list after this outrageous claims about Usain Bolt and running.
Because it really only tests your fast twitchies, right? Which is why track and field stars are usually failed football and basketball players.
Kellerman, Max, what are you doing, bruh? What are you doing? Shh, get this man out first take, bro. I'm surprised this wasn't even on the list. Do you remember this college runner that got hit by the deer? Like, that was insane, bro. That's insane. This man got hit by a deer and finished. He finished the race.
Watch out for the deer!
Ooh. I would have left. I would have been going home for sure. Got hit by a deer. If I would have rolled my ankle, I would have been out the race. Got hit by a deer. I'm not running cross country ever again. And then we definitely can't forget about the Oregon runner that was really celebrating at the end of the race in the steeple and he got caught.
Story. Yeah, it looked like a coronation for Tonche Pepio. He's getting the crowd. He wants the crowd to cheer his performance, and at the end, he gets pipped. He gets pipped.
That's so disrespectful, bro. If I seen that and I was in second place, I don't even care if I caught him. We're meeting up after the end of this race. We meeting up, bro. We meeting up. So he lucky he got caught. He didn't get catch him. Like, I already knew this man was gonna throw the hands. Now with one lap to go, it's time for our bell lap, and this is where we give you our bell lap question, which is a question that comes straight for y'all. But to be honest, I don't got a question for y'all this time. I got a statement. And you know it's 2020 now. It's year of clear vision, clear perception. I can see everything now since the rain is gone, just like Stevie Wonder, baby. Wait, like Stevie. You know what I mean. You know, I can see clearly now. 2020, we're going on the bigger and better things. You already know, you saw the last video. Rosie Project has been changed to the Runner Report. Like, why am I wearing this? Like, it's the Runner Report now. It's the Runner Report. I know what you guys are thinking. Like, we love the Rosie Project. Rosie Project motivated me, inspired me. Like, how could you take this away? Bruh, it's not gone. Rosie Project is not dead. Rosie Project is still living, but it's just living inside of the Runner Report. Think about it like this. Runner Report is ESPN. We're Fox Sports. We're a sports media network with our Instagram and our YouTube page and everything that we have going on for us. And then Rosie Project is just a show on Runner Report. So Rosie Project's still going to be coming. The cross country series that I'll be having, that's going to be a part of Rosie Project. There's going to be other stuff where we have the guys from Rosie Project interject on this channel, have things like that. So jump on this bandwagon, subscribe to Runner Report, subscribe to Runner Report 2, follow us on Instagram, share this with your friends, especially if you ain't new. Share this with your friends and whoever loves sports, because hey, we a sports channel, baby. Come on, we take it over, bro. 2020 Olympics, 2020 Running Report, let's go.